What's up, man? This your boy, Aski Sunghai, and you're welcome once again. One man's REPHAIAH.
So,
you know what I'm saying? How you doing today?
I'm good.
Right.
I just want to go.
Well, we about to do it then. You know what I'm saying? You already know. I have to introduce you anyway. Owner of Word on the Street. He's a self-researcher. He researches his own shit. And you know, I came to ask him some questions. So first question: is there such thing as TV prejudice?
Yeah.
No.
There's such thing because, well, I'm gonna ask you a question.
All right. Yep.
TV prejudice, such as in like, what do you mean by TV prejudice?
All right. If I was to watch a show that I specifically like,
yeah,
and not many other people will like,
yeah,
not the majority, then that will make me, according to somebody else who don't watch the same show as me, different.
yeah.
But if I was to watch what the majority watches, then I wouldn't be considered different per se, but I would be considered normal, socially acceptable, you know,
yeah,
normal. You know, if I was say, for example, if I was to watch Empire, people understand me more. Oh, you watch Empire, you watch Power?
Yeah.
All right, cool. But if I was to say, I watch, you know, Samurai Jack, I like to watch anime.
Yeah.
I like to, you know, not just cartoons, but I like to watch, you know, Criminal Minds, CIA, you know, Law and Order, stuff like that. Then people will back up and say, you know, and say automatically, yo, you know, I don't know, he ain't ready. What you think?
I think the as a show among because not a lot of people really watch it. So if you was to bring up Monk to the majority of niggas who watch SVU, you're gonna be looked at as weird, you know?
Right.
So as far as TV prejudice goes, I do think there's TV prejudice, especially in our communities.
Right.
You know?
So would you say like MTV?
Yeah.
Would you say that's good for us? I'm gonna get back to the TV prejudice.
Yeah.
But is MTV good for us? Like it was in the 80s when Michael Jackson first came out with, you know, that song with, when he walked on the floor and it glue and people saw the moonwalk for the first time.
Yeah.
That was back in, I believe, 84, 85.
Yeah.
Is MTV still that good for us? Being that it's one of the most has the biggest impact on our young people?
Honestly, no, it doesn't. Because our young people is all messed up.
Yeah.
They're really all messed up. As far as TV prejudice, yeah, there is TV prejudice because they promote certain things. Perfect example of TV prejudice is racism within these media corporations that fund these televisions. For example, they force a lot of black images on MTV, which promote absolutely nothing. But then you have majority of white people who's on Animal Planet. It's telling you stuff that's going on in the world. So of course it's TV prejudice, and that's where it starts from. It starts from the viewers seeing people that's similar to them on a certain platform. So the majority of them is gonna see that same person who looks like them on that platform, which is why they gravitate to it. Which is why a lot of black people watch BET, because they see a lot of black faces on there. If BET, regardless of the name, was just Caucasians, we wouldn't be watching it.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Who owns BET? A black person or a white person?
A white person.
But it's black entertainment television.
Yeah, there's a problem.
Mm.
That's what I mean. That's why I'm saying the prejudice comes from the corporations that own, the media corporations that own these channels. Simply because They're not here for your benefit.
So what do you think they're here for? Just to get paid?
They're here to get paid and to make you look stupid.
Right.
That's the point.
I agree.
For example,
I agree.
MTV Cribs has been exposed several times. These rappers really don't have these multi-million-dollar mansions.
Yeah, actually, Wayne admitted it. Actually, you know, it's crazy. Pimp My Ride, all that was fake.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I was like, Pimp My Ride is fake?
Yeah, Wayne. I don't think Wayne got a mansion until the Carter 3.
Yeah. Yep.
He was living in a house, but he was selling platinum. And then, you know, MTV Cribs also made Redman seem like he had a mansion. Redman, bro. I mean, I respect the legend, but come on, it's Redman. Like, he ain't no.
What's the point of trying to make these rappers, let's say, right? Because these are back in the day.
Yeah.
Let's say today, if Cribs, I don't know if MTV Cribs is out now. I will never watch or support that shit. But let's say if it was out now, and they would have gave someone like Lil Uzi a mansion or some shit like that, because that's what they would have done. What will be the point of that? Why do they give people like Lil Uzi, you know, Gucci belts to wear and shit like that on television? Why do they do that for television?
Well, for multiple reasons. The first is to keep, pimping our people, and what I mean by that is to use someone who has a platform, make everyone follow it in order to create more money for them, for the corporations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Second reason is image. You know, these kids are gonna look up to him, so they could tell Uzi to do something negative, so these kids are gonna follow because it's like, damn, I'm living in the bricks, I want a better life.
Now to Uzi, do you think that's positive? Because he's getting paid?
No. Actually, it could go both ways. It could be positive and negative.
Okay.
What I mean by positive, it all depends on what he does with the money. For example, you know, a lot of rappers do actually give back.
Yeah.
But it's not publicized. For example, Chris Brown's been giving back to kids for some years now.
A lot of years.
Yeah. No one ever talks about it.
No one.
They bring up the fact he assaulted someone.
Yep.
All that. You know? I'm not saying Chris Brown's a good dude or he's amazing or whatnot.
Right.
I'm saying because
he's still a puppet.
Yeah, we see him. A lot of kids see him as like hope, you know, of like I could be at that level. I want to be just like that guy who made it out from where I'm from.
Now, why is there no? Because that's a good point.
Yeah.
Hold up. So why is there no? You know how you got Blue Bloods? I don't know if you ever seen that show.
Yeah.
Blue Bloods. You got Blue Bloods. You got Law and Order. You got CSI.
Yeah.
And a lot of these episodes and a lot of these shows, it's almost like it's ran for a white image. How come we don't see no black, you know, CSI? There's no full black team and not one little white person. Why is it always, you know, white people and then Shamar Moore? You know what I'm saying? That one dude, you know, masculine black dude, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Shamar Moore, you know, he's a good actor.
Yeah.
But why is there no, why do you think there's no, or even Empire? Everyone thought Empire was going to be a great family. You know, maybe this is going to be a different show.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there was some homo shit and families breaking apart. Come to find out the mom's ghetto. So why do you think that? Like, why don't they ever show a good image of black people?
The reason why is because they're racist people with power. point blank. Most black people in the industry tell you about the racism. Black women have to work 5 to 6 times harder just to get a lesser part. For example, Sanaa Lathan is better than most white actresses.
Facts.
For example, Jennifer, not Hudson,
Lopez?
Nah, the
Anderson?
the one from Hunger Games.
I don't know who that is, but I know who you're talking about though. The main, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the girl from Hunger Games. Like, Sanaa Lathan's better than a lot of these white actresses. But she's getting, like, she's Angelina Jolie level. But they're not giving her the roles because they're racist. And it's a power structure thing.
Right.
And the reason why we also don't see them is because they're not gonna put anything out there that's gonna empower us. For example, Empire really is a European story, and the reason why it's a European story is because what's the guy who made the
Made what?
who made Empire? What's the dude's name?
You talking about the gay dude?
Yeah.
I know he's talking about, yeah. Yeah.
I forgot his name. But yeah.
Yeah.
That came from a Shakespeare story about this king that had 3 sons. And then he dies and then whatever. So Empire is not even a black story. It's a white story.
You pretty much just gave out the whole clue right there.
Yeah.
Lucius might die.
Yeah.
That's some shit. I didn't even know that.
I mean, in all honesty, I think he was supposed to die, but the viewers loved him so much so they kept him this long. I think he was supposed to die at season 1, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then with Empire, you have this programming. Like, why don't you see a Claire Huxtable type of woman
Right. As Cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if this is a story, the Shakespeare story was about royalty. Don't get me wrong, you know, it's a typical rap, you know, hood dude's dream, you know, oh, I'm ghetto, I make $5 million next year, I go platinum, then I make this empire. What people don't understand is a lot of people are focused on the ghetto side of them instead of business. Seriously, if you ask most Empire viewers why do they like Cookie, she's a boss. What about her being a boss that you like?
Right.
You can't just say you like a boss.
And most of the time it be the attitude.
It's
because
the
she's
attitude.
ghetto.
She carries this. No.
Nah.
No. The reason why I liked Cookie's character because she had strong personality. Even though I don't really watch that show anymore, she had strong personality and she was about her business. She made the company. She
literally.
She made it. She just went to jail before she could really own it.
Right.
She made the company in a basement. That's what I liked about her resolve. She was grinding every day and manifested what she wanted. That's why I like her character. As far as
now, let me ask you this real quick. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
How would someone like that program? Because you said TV programs you pretty much.
Yeah.
How would an image like Cookie program, let's say, a 6-year-old girl?
It'll program her to act the same way, especially.
How? Now, real quick. I'm gonna add on because there's rappers who would even say, "Nah, you supposed to take care of your kids, homie." It's like that's an excuse they go to.
Yeah.
Take care of your kids, watch your kids, so they won't have to, you know, deal with, you know what I'm saying, the pressure of their job, which is to fuck us up mentally. So like, a lot of rappers will say, you know what I'm saying, take care of your kids, watch your kids. You know, do we need to watch our kids, or do we need to watch what we're watching too? These adults.
We need to separate fantasy from reality. Listen, when Empire was blowing up, I was watching it as often as other people.
Facts, I was too.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie to people.
Right.
Nah, I'm above that. Nah, I really was.
Yeah.
I was watching along with other people. But the difference between me and the other people is everyone was just hyped over Cookie yelling. The scenes where Cookie is just calling the light-skinned chick Boo Boo Kitty. Like, you know, petty things, that they remember about her instead of the boss things she was doing behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, right.
You gotta rethink. Her ex-husband is a freaking killer. And she's still able to maneuver with this guy. To the point where she had one of her own sons sign with her. So you know,
that's true.
That's boss level moves right there.
That's
and
true.
She hasn't been killed yet.
Yep.
She's maneuvered with killer. This guy has an empire, and he can't take down this one chick.
You know what's crazy, actually? I just heard today.
Yeah.
He wasn't even trying to take her out. In fact, he was with another girl in order to gain ownership of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And then he split up with that girl and went back with his family.
Yeah.
So that was like a business move in a way, like.
Yeah.
But it's like the way they do it, like, you see, why is it shit like that?
Yeah.
But then when you look at Blue Bloods, it don't be that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They be the family, their son's the cop, their dad's the,
Yeah,
you know, the
family's
chief.
more organized.
Yeah, organized. They eat dinner every night, talk about
Yeah.
their day. But when it's us, you know what I'm saying? You know.
A lot of people, and this is something that I always wanted to address now, is a lot of people, especially good black figures, as soon as they tear them down, we just want to tear them down completely.
Yeah.
Just as much as, you know, white people.
Right.
Perfect example, Bill Cosby. Now, everyone grew up with Bill Cosby with this, you know, black family, all his kids, and he was middle class. His wife lived, you know, they lived pretty good.
Yeah.
They handled their kids pretty well, you know, showed them how to move and all that. In fact, his daughter in the show went to college.
Yep.
And all of them, after the show, actually went to have somewhat successful careers.
They all went to college.
No, I'm saying after.
Oh, after the show. Okay, yeah.
They went to be successful.
Right.
So what does that tell you? When we hear Bill Cosby
Allegations
right now. As soon as that happened, we turn our back on him until we found out the facts later.
Right.
We was like, oh, Cosby looked like that type. But what if it was Nelly who did that? What if it was 50 Cent?
Trey
We give him the
Songz.
benefit of the doubt.
That shit was fucking. August Alsina, half of the chicks in America will make
I don't
up.
believe it.
Make up some excuse. He didn't do it. Chris Brown, the same with Chris Brown.
Yeah.
With Chris Brown hit Rihanna, even though that's deeper, I think that's Masonic. I think that was something deeper, but we're not gonna get into that.
Yeah.
But when Chris Brown hit Rihanna, you know what I'm saying? Every girl in their right mind who was a fan of Rihanna, a diehard fan, what happened? Abandoned her. Chris Brown didn't do that. What did she do? And real quick, and this goes into, and this is how a lot of our black families get affected, because Uncle Josh could have touched, you know what I'm saying, little cousin Kiki.
Yeah.
Uncle Josh wouldn't do that. Uncle Josh is cool.
And the reason why,
And that's
because he's
go ahead.
conformed.
Yep.
If he was an outlier of the family, they believe the child in a heartbeat.
If he was a black sheep.
Yeah, if he was a black sheep of the family, she's like, he touched me. They would have gave him no benefit of the doubt. It would have been over.
Right.
But because he's conformed like the rest of the family, they're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. And this is why a lot of black girls have trust issues.
Facts.
Because they're like, yo, I can't trust my family because they don't believe that, you know.
Yeah.
They don't believe
Uncle Russell
that.
touched me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though he looks, you know, no. You know?
Right.
It's like we don't see hood niggas raping girls.
Yeah.
It's like subconsciously we don't see it because we assume they get all the play in
Yeah.
and they can't be creeps. There's tons of dudes that get played, politicians get played,
Yeah.
and still touch kids.
The whole Pentagon was caught with child pornography.
Yeah.
You know, does that mean they don't get hoes? No. There's just something wrong with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That we gotta, you know what I mean? There's something wrong.
And that's where I think TV comes in, because when it comes to the TV Prejudice,
Right.
we're subconsciously being controlled. And what I mean by that is, when you're a kid, right, in the 80s, and you see these Disney movies, you think they're just innocent. And then YouTube exposed it a few years ago when they were saying, like, in The Little Mermaid, there was a phallus on top of one of the castles.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. They sneak words in, like sex and stuff like that. So basically, while you're in your development stage, you're already trying to progress sexually with them. So, you know, you got people out here who's just programmed to, like, it's like a lot of these programs for kids are trying to make them into predators.
Right. I like how you explain. That's true.
Yeah.
Like trying to make them into sexual deviants.
Yeah.
In a way. And then wonder why they can't turn out this way.
For example, you know, I love the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but come on, look at Jessica Rabbit, bro.
Come on, yeah.
Like as
She wasn't even a rap.
and,
Right. Right.
you're a kid.
Yeah. Right.
Like in all honesty, I don't even consider that a kids movie.
It's not.
I don't consider that a kids movie.
But you know what's crazy? The adults back in the day would consider that a kids movie.
Because it has cartoons.
Yeah, cartoons in it.
People associate cartoons with child.
And that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Cartoons are just animated versions of what's going on.
Wait, say that again?
The animated versions of what's going on currently. With, you know, touches and doses of imagination added to it. What's making cartoons nowadays not potent is just straight trash. And it's what's making cartoons trash now is that it's too stupid. It's not stupid balanced with like intelligent. You get what?
So there's more stupid than intelligent in cartoons now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, you look at SpongeBob season 3. They was putting there's an episode SpongeBob was watching something he wasn't supposed to. Then Gary walks in and he changed his channel.
Yeah.
Subconsciously.
I was just looking for the sports channel, Gary.
Now, kids seeing that, what do? By the time they're in late elementary school, early middle school, they watch porn as soon as the parent comes in, they change it. It created a guilty conscience. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Now, that couldn't have been the only thing that triggered them to be that way, but it's just like, yo.
So, as far as music and TV,
Yeah.
is there a certain age you believe that we need to let these kids listen to music or certain type of music or certain shows? Because being that these shows and a lot of this music is programming our kids to become, and when I say our kids, you know what type of kids I'm talking about. I gotta make it clear, black children. Would this help our kids? Being that, you know, if we let them watch these shows and listen to these songs later on in age, would this help them? Would this give them more self-love? Because they won't be listening to that you know, that whole negative shit that's on the radio or what's on TV, you know?
Well, first of all, I'm not gonna fully blame the programs, because it often has to do with how much attention you're giving at home.
Okay.
For example, if little Ralphie ain't, if his mom's working 2 jobs and he's at home most of the time, what else is he gonna do if there's a TV around? And you know, as a kid, he's probably watching TV with his mom, but then he got older. She let him be independent at a much early age, so then he's just watching TV all day. So he's taking tons of information in without filtering it out. I think the main problem with a lot of kids is they take so much information and not filter it.
Right. So do you feel like, even with the music, do you feel like this music that's playing nowadays is harming?
Yeah, it's harming to your kids if they don't understand it.
Okay.
They don't fully...
See, because the kids feel like they understand it. Well, all they gotta say is, you know, mask off, mask off. They don't know that really what that really means.
A lot of these OGs think 90s music is less explicit.
Yeah.
It's not less explicit at all.
But it's more straightforward, I could say.
No, 2000s music plus is more straightforward. 90s is more like, you gotta know what I'm saying. So what I mean by that is both musics are saying the same thing, just differently. For example, alright, Genuine's Pony. He's talking about a chick riding his dick. But old heads will play it for their kids.
Yeah.
But you play Little Uzi, I give it. It's the same thing.
It's the same thing, yeah.
It's the same thing.
In those jeans.
Yeah.
By Genuine.
Those sex songs in the 90s was just as explicit.
Yeah. Yep,
just
R&B.
differently formatted.
I think the difference is
the language.
Not even that the more sexual songs was more of R&B, and a less sexual but more hardcore was like the rap.
Yeah.
But nowadays you got the rap mixed in with some R&B. What would you say? R&B words or R&B like, you know, slurs in it. You know what I mean? Like they'll say shit the R&B singles would say.
Yeah.
You know, R&B singer, like an R&B singer would say some shit like, you know, you was right and I was wrong. Yeah, shoulda never ever took her home. Yeah, shoulda just. That sound like a Trey Songz song.
Yeah.
Headed from the bag, watch a nigga bless you. And that sound like an up-to-date. Let's say I already had a bad attitude.
Yeah.
And I'm walking to school or some shit like that.
Yeah.
That music may enhance. Now, if I'm listening to Chief Keef or something, that music may enhance me to want to go, you know what I'm saying, kill somebody or something like that. Do you feel like it's made like that on purpose, the music, to make you want to harm somebody or something like that?
Yeah, because they know society don't filter their feelings. Like, they know most people in America are too emotional to make even right decisions. What I mean by that, and they're controlled by it, and fear dictates their lives.
Right.
So if you got a person who's scared all the time, and then inside, not you know, outside, they look like
they look tough, yeah,
but inside they're scared. So when you play that Chief Keef for, like, you know, a dread nigga in Chicago, it reinforces that feeling like, yo, you got two Macs with me.
Right.
Like, I'm that dude. When in reality, they're just scared, which is why they have the tools with them.
Yep. That's the main, main reason. Right, because they're afraid to fight.
Yeah.
Fist on fist, you know?
Yeah.
Right, so do you feel like, because even when I listen to people like T.I., and they say T.I. had guns and stuff like that, I was like, T.I. don't really look like the type to carry guns, you know what I mean? Because even if you look at T.I. now, he's wearing suits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to save that for next time. Let's save T.I. next time. I want to actually save that question because I got an up-and-coming one. But T.I.'s a prime example. I was going to say real quick, T.I.'s a prime example of him being used as a puppet for the programming. Because he was never thug. If he was really thugged out, he wouldn't be wearing suits and glasses and coming on, you know what I'm saying? Because I know what a lot of people's going to say right now. How do you know that? I know a lot of thugs. Tupac wore glasses. Tupac actually went to college. Tupac's name's not even Tupac. You know what I mean? So that's how we know how deep it is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But off that, I want to talk about something else. Amber Rose.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Is she right now programming our woman? When I say our woman, you know what I'm talking about? Is she programming our woman to want to be naked and feel like that's a way of being empowering?
She's not programming our woman. She's reinforcing the program.
So the slut walk, that will be a reinforcement of her programming?
Basically, these women are already programmed. It's just reinforced. That's what I'm saying.
So how? How are they? How do you know? Because a person might ask you, how do you know they programmed?
Already.
You said what?
They're defending her. If they wasn't programmed, it would just be.
But how would you know? How do you know she's programmed? How do you know? Like,
wait, how do I know that the people follow our program?
Yeah. Because somebody actually see this as normal. Like, it may sound like a stupid question, but there's people who see this as, you know, men do it. Yeah. So, like, you know what I'm saying? They act like they don't know the difference between estrogen and, you know what I'm saying, and testosterone. They act like they don't know. But I want to ask you, why do you think they don't know? Do you think they don't know, or are they playing games? That's number one.
Yeah.
And two, how is this going to affect our future generation kids?
Well, let's be honest. That whole thing with her.
Because this ain't the first time she did it.
I know. That whole thing with her is just reinforcing low self-esteem women to feel better about themselves. Honestly, if you've been raped and hurt by a man, you're gonna follow Amber Rose most likely. And I don't mean that to insult them. I'm just saying.
No, it's just speaking facts, right?
Yeah, it's the truth. Perfect example, right? A lot of these black boys get raped and then they join gangs. Why? To make them feel better about themselves.
More like a man.
To feel like I got strong dudes around me. I could be like that too. It's the same thing.
Right.
So, and a lot of the women who follow Amber Rose got low self-esteem. Period. They do. Think about it. To a ratchet girl, she's living a freaking life. She lives out in LA. She dated 2 multi-platinum out rappers. They think, and you know she's attractive, which makes the allure even stronger. So when you got that, a lot of women's gonna follow that because of the image of what she portrays.
Right.
She portrays someone who
Go ahead.
what's the best way for me?
Cause I see her as
She portrays women who have an excuse to do wrong because they've been wrong.
yeah.
Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If that was the case, Amber Rose would not have said that all men cheat. And
She said that?
yeah, she specifically said all men cheat. And the best ones will tell you straight up. Or something like that. But I do know the all men cheat part. Yeah,
Alright.
she said all men cheat.
Wow. And
So-
this is a black woman are looking up to and protecting?
All men cheat.
She said that?
Yeah, all men cheat. Now, and this is another example, right? Why did they cheat, and why are you choosing these types of
Facts. Because after a while, that shit gets old. It's the man's fault. He did it. I didn't know. Nah, after a while, it starts to get old. You knew. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of these girls need to hear. You knew he was a thug. You knew he was bad. You just wanted to, you know, help your lust out.
It was a power struggle that didn't end up the way they expected.
Facts.
Period. And this goes into TV programming. It makes you seek power that doesn't need it.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Because
it makes you seek power in things that doesn't require power added on to it.
Right. Now, again, TV is the reason why, you know, I'm going to bring Deshaun on Black Book TV soon. But TV is the reason why men like Deshaun and men like Damien, shout out Damien, Jean-Baptiste, that's my mans.
Yeah.
Men like this, real niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not no niggas faking, out here with stunting with this fake ass jewelry, nothing like that, you know?
Yeah.
There's dudes who's really out here, who's real.
Yeah.
Who these women talk about every day on Facebook. I need a real man. I talk to him. You know what I'm saying? TV, I believe TV is the reason why, you know, a lot of these women can't find a real man. Because, real quick, the smart dudes on TV was always considered weak. And then the strong ones is always strong. Like, let's be real. Like for example, they will make Steve Urkel, smart black dude, weak as shit, soft ass voice, suspenders, glasses. They make him look very weak.
Yeah.
But let it be someone like the smart dude from Criminal Minds. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about. Reed is smart. Why isn't Reed wearing suspenders? Why isn't Reed talking like that?
And Reed's a shooter.
And Reed's a shooter. Reed got a gun and everything. And Reed kissed a girl on there. I'm like, damn, I didn't see that one, you know what I'm saying? But when they show a smart black person, he's weak, he's this, he's that. When it's a smart white dude, he's smart and he's strong. He's a superhero. So do you think that has a lot to do with, you know what I mean, the TV has a lot to do with a lot of our black women choosing smart black men?
You mean choosing not choosing? Because you said choosing smart black men.
Yeah, I said, oh, my bad, you got me, yeah. Not choosing smart black men, do you think that's the reason why?
It's one of the reasons, but the main reason is because it's a power struggle with them. And what I mean by that is it's even deeper than what you're saying as far as, you know, seeing the smart black man. It's a power struggle.
Right.
Perfect example to prove it's a power struggle is the perfect example to prove it's a power struggle is you can just look around.
One more time, you said these women
do not want to take accountability.
Damn.
They don't. When they're wrong, they can't handle it. They can't handle when a true man speaks to them.
When you say when a true man
Speaks to them.
Right.
And the reason why is because they feel he has the edge in the power struggle that they create in their minds in dealing with these guys. Listen, I've had to prove my point about this whole power struggle thing with our women is fear. Fear dictates their lives. We can't forget that.
Right.
Before the program in black and white, fear is implanted into you.
Right.
Whether it's from your parents, oh, you can't do this, or whether it's from TV, nah, don't do that because you might, or they might show a rebellious dude just get hit, and then, oh, everyone else is scared, you know?
Right.
That's how they're programmed into fear. So when they see a guy who's actually decent, they can't control it. They can't control that man.
So what do they do instead?
What they want is a man they can control. Period. The reason why they go after these bad ones, these bad apples, more often than not, is because they know they know how to operate around them.
Right. Yeah.
They know how to operate.
I agree.
And another thing with fear is since fear dictates their lives, fear is more related to them.
Right.
It's closer. It's something they're used to. It's something that they can control. You can control fear. You can't control love.
Right.
You can't control love. And a lot of people out here claim they in love. No.
Right.
Nah.
And that's what it is. You know, it's crazy. I was just talking to my boy Deshaun about that.
Yeah.
Again, shout out my boy Deshaun Weems. He was just saying, you know, these dudes, you know, with these girls and thinking they in love.
Yeah.
And even me, like I see a lot of girls on my old Facebook, because I saw my old Facebook.
Yeah.
They will say, yeah, I'm in love. You know what I mean? This and that. And the only thing they do, well, what do they say? You know, I suck my nigga's dick. You know, this and that. He still love. Fuck it, I'll just do it for another nigga. It's like, if it didn't work for him, what makes you think it'll work for another dude? Maybe he's looking for something more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Are we giving the wrong signs, you think? As far as...
People don't know what love is, meaning.
Yeah.
Come on.
Because if the children don't know, wouldn't that mean the parents don't know?
Of course the parents don't know. That's why the divorce rate is so damn high.
Right, right.
Come on. You know how many times freaking people in the family was caught messing with the same person that family member was dealing with?
Yep.
If people are so willing to turn against family now. Come on now. And these are the same people that want to talk to me about some goddamn love. How can you love someone else when you don't love yourself?
Facts.
Come on.
Facts.
It's ridiculous.
Facts.
You can't love you. And a lot of people think loving themselves is buying
them stuff, right?
Buying themselves expensive stuff.
Right.
Oh no. Loving yourself is fighting fear.
Right.
Because that's something you can't control. You can't control love.
Right.
You can't control loving yourself. You have to. You have to or you don't.